Noble Comet, hello there. How are you doing today? How's your Sunday going? Just woke up? I'm just concentrating on this. I'll read your comment in a minute. There you go. Did you see the Kitty Nightmares stream I did the other day? No, I missed it. Was that a couple of days ago? I don't know, you did one on Friday, wasn't it? Was it on Friday? Yeah, on Friday. You did a pretty long stream on Friday, yeah. I was a bit under the weather for a couple of days from on Thursday and Friday, so yeah, I was a little bit under the weather then. Yeah, did you manage to, how did it go? I spent 3 hours getting through mission 10. It was rough. It was it? Yeah. 3 hours, eh? Trying to get through mission 10. A lot of reloads by the sounds of it. Did you manage to get through though in the end? Are you better prepared now with your knowledge for future runs? Well, two kitty aliens will do that for you. Yeah, well, I imagine, yeah. That's a super duper tough mod, that is, isn't it? Hardcore. You got through, but do you feel more confident now with future attempts? That you'll make a better fist of it? Did you learn much from your time you spent on it? I assume you did. You have better strategy, that's good. It makes putting the time into it worthwhile, doesn't it? You feel that there's nothing better actually than if you do put some time into something and then see the effort pay off and learn stuff. Yeah, look, I'll check out your next stream whenever you do. Are you streaming today? I'm scared about mission 14 and 17. Start because 4 aliens. It seems as though that with that particular mod, I mean, each mission is a kind of almost having to sort of figure your way through it, isn't it? And build strategy for it. Mission 11 to 13 won't be too hard. Right. With the shotgun. It's just running Joes that pretty much to worry about. Yeah, but you got EMPs by then, can't you? You can craft EMPs. Also, you get more resources, so that would make it somewhat easier. I'm going to need a lot of pipe bombs for mission 13 and 14. Is the drop, I mean, I'm assuming the drop rate for resources is a lot higher in the mod. By that stage, how many do you actually think you need to get through those missions? I'd say a total of probably 5. Does the game give you enough resources to craft that much? I mean, are you pretty confident that you get that much by that stage? You're on novice. I have the bolt gun and the shotgun as well. Are the weapons like the bolt gun and the shotgun available earlier on in the mod, or still the same as vanilla? You still pick them up at the same same time as you do in the vanilla game. It's normal weapon spawns. Hiding in Giddy's nightmare is out of the picture. It's not particularly useful in vanilla, is it, on Nightmare either? I mean, hiding is it's still useful in certain situations, but its effectiveness is greatly diminished, I think. I never use hiding places when playing the game unless in Mission 5 Steve drops before I get back to Coolman in Clitty Redux. I'm not going to be able to interact with this, am I? Do human enemies have greater awareness as well in the mod? Is their AI changed at all? I should do some Silent Hill 1's runs. Yeah, I probably will sometime, but leading up to the release of... I'm going to pretty much... This is the main focus as well in Silent Hill 2, leading up to the remake. I want to first complete this. Every hostile has very high scenes. Every enemy's. Sensors. You mean sensors? It's fine. Those two guys are just revving up their engines. I mean, although I like Silent Hill 1 a lot, the mechanics of the game has, obviously because of its age, is more difficult, I think, to play the controls. Getting chased by Steve in Kitty Nightmare is like this. This I'm fine. Fine, I can survive. What's the RNG like? Is it a lot different from vanilla? Is it much more unpredictable? Since I'm a novice, Steve's drop rate is absurd because even in vanilla, novice Steve is very unstable. I've heard people say that some of the speedrunners have said that his AI is actually more unpredictable on hard than it is on nightmare. In vanilla. Nightmare Steve is very consistent, but all the other difficulties, Steve's not so much. Yeah, I mean, people have said that. On hard, his seems to be more unpredictable. Nightmare difficulty, I think, when the game was originally released, there was no Nightmare difficulty. I think it was patched in a few weeks after the game was released, if I'm not mistaken. Novice is the most unpredictable. That's right, yeah, I remember that. When it originally released, there was only the hard difficulty. They patched in Nightmare a few weeks after its release. So maybe it might be down to the fact that they tested the game much more on hard difficulty. That might be the reason, or the normal difficulties that they released the game with. You know, Nightmare like the back of your hand, and the lower ones are like cake. Yeah, they probably would be, yeah. No doubt. First time I went through the game on hard, then I've been playing Nightmare ever since. When the game originally came out, as I said, you could only play on hard, so the actual achievements for the game only require you to complete the game on hard difficulty for 100% achievements. There is no Nightmare difficulty achievement for it. In fact, the game actually tells you that you don't need to play on Nightmare in order to gain all the achievements. Right. Flip that. I'm actually thinking that those guys' design is actually like a dog. They're like crawling dogs. Yeah, I definitely think the Slurpers are like crawling dogs. That was Ito's thinking behind that design. Nightmare difficulty feels like it is canon. It is the canon way the story happened. No sign of the other mutt. Congratulations, sir. You have been awarded with your first ban of the day. To the 5th floor. Because Nightmare feels almost similar to Alien 1979. It does seem to have yeah, I would agree with. I mean, I think that the game in general captures the original film so well. I know the developers were such big fans of the first film. Right. I think these guys are a little bit distant. Yeah, they're not too far. They're too far away. It's a bot. That's why it's a bot. It's a bot or a spammer. I don't know what it is, but anybody who engages like that will be banned. Pretty sure that anybody who comes like that into someone's stream is it's either a bot or basically an idiot. A total idiot. I've got quite a few of them on here. And they stick out like a sore thumb. You don't know what that thing said. It might be down to moderation, but I knew what it said. And the damn thing is a bot. A bot or an idiot. One or the other. But since they have nothing useful to contribute to the discussion, then they can just go away and disappear. Right, this corridor. What have you got for me today? Right, I better okay, he's going back up the corridor. Okay, going back. What the hell are you doing? That's right, like go around the corner, that's fine. That will do. Yeah, he lost interest. He kind of wandered around a little bit for a few seconds and then yeah, this is the way. One of the really cool things about this game is the way the light works. You keep your flashlight switched off, and another thing is the way that sound works. This is why I possibly didn't pinpoint my location, because I reloaded in my inventory. You notice she makes a sound every time she reloads, which enables them to pinpoint your location. Yeah, that's right. That's a pretty good description. Yeah, he was kind of sort of fumbling around, thinking, "There's something not right about what's going on over here. I can't quite figure it out." So he just wandered off back down the corridor and went around the corner, which gave me enough time to get this down. But yeah, I mean, these corridors are always going to be a really nerve-wracking experience trying to negotiate them. Because I mean, these guys' AI is a bit of a mystery at times. They respond to light. That's why the flashlight. This is why in these games the flashlight is not just, you know, there to illuminate dark areas. It has massive gameplay repercussions. The lighting system in this game, I mean, is in these games is so far ahead of. In fact, I can't even think of any other game that of its time that used lighting in the way that these games did. In the Resident Evil games, I said this before, but I'll repeat, it's worth repeating. The Resident Evil games, lighting is nothing more than an atmospheric part of the game. Whereas in this game, lighting is a massive part of the how the game plays itself. I've always loved that about these games, the way that lighting has worked and the attention that developers put into the game's lighting system. Sound and light are two very important parts of the way that the game actually plays. That guy's coming down here. Yeah, they remind me of... They're literally like crawling dogs. I was trying to think what they reminded me of. So I'm starting to see where Ito was coming from the design point of view. They look partly like they have a human body, but if you actually look at their they're supposed to be arms and legs, but they're more like 4 legs, and they're crawling around on 4 legs. It's kind of almost ingenious, really, what he came up with. Yeah, I can't go past that corner there. I think I think he's played such an enormous part in what made these games. I mean, he really did. I mean, he's certainly in my book one of the greatest, if not the greatest, monster designer, art director of any survival horror game ever made. He has an imagination like nobody else. It's just crazy. It's such a unique and distinctive vision. It's like nobody else. I believe that he has said that, or the designers of the game were very heavily influenced by the works of Francis Bacon. So I can certainly see the influence of that. This has gone really well though. Better than I could have ever expected. Okay, am I in the right position? Just got this little bit of corridor to get through. I'm not out of the woods yet. Okay. looks... now he's decided to come back down the corridor. Hopefully those dogs are not alerted. Better check just around the corner here. Even though Ori isn't scary, so to speak, I still think Ori 1 and 3 in Remake are all... Yeah, I love them. Yeah, I'm a big Ori fan, and they're great games. I played a lot of them. Played them a lot. Ori 1 Remake is one of my favorite games of all time. In terms of horror, I just think this series is in a totally different league, though. I love the way that the developers just completely sort of... They never attempted to emulate what Resident Evil was doing, it just completely did their own thing. It's probably the most successful, even though I don't particularly find it that scary. I mean, when I first played it, I thought it was the most effective RE game that was made. There were some good additions to that game. There were some actually very good additions to that game. Lisa in particular I thought was a really, really good addition. I had the game on GameCube and on Steam. Still had the GameCube version as well. Bought it again when I had a Nintendo Wii. And have the PC version as well. PC version though is probably the best way to play it nowadays. You can use stuff like door skip mods, and I think that the whole door animation sort of gets old, really. It's probably the one thing that I think I would like to have seen the option if when they released the PC version to be removed, but the modders have done it anyway.
Did you do that?
Wow. Heather is pissed. Heather's an angry girl. After vengeance. Hell hath no fury. Camera. Camera, please. Okay, this is a little better. Gosh, he just annihilated him. RE2 Remake is fun, but it's not as fun to play as the original. I think they did a pretty good job. I've actually quite like RE2 Remake. I think RE2 Remake is I think they had a much more difficult task than remaking 2
Then don't say anything.
than they did with remaking 1. 1 is basically plays very much the same as the original PlayStation game.
What else can I do? There's no one here to give him a decent burial.
It's pretty much how you would expect an RE game, a modern RE game to play. And they pretty much nailed that, I feel.
I'm sorry, Dad.
RE3 remake, that's a disaster. That's horrible. Yeah, that's horrible. Hold on, pick up the ammo. Going through Heather's drawers. RE3 Classic, yeah, I mean, it's one of my favorites as well. RE3 Classic is a very good game. It's just a shame what they did with the remake. So last run I got shot by one of those nurses. I mean, once again their AI is just difficult to comprehend at times. Having Nemesis be basically free roam all the time makes the stakes a lot higher. It's actually funny how it actually even the original just PlayStation game actually makes you feel as though he's more unpredictable than even the stupid remake. I mean, they turned him into a joke in the remake. I agree, yes. I totally agree with that. Yes, he's actually a lot more... He feels more unpredictable, more random. He's far more effective in the original game. I hated the way that they removed... I mean, RE3 was already a pretty short game. But then they cut the clock tower. I love the clock tower section of that game. It was so good. They cut one of the best sections, I mean, I think ever put in an RE game. Out. Once I heard that, I said, forget it, I'm not playing this. Yeah, didn't they replace it? I've never played it. The only evidence of the clock tower, I think, is in one section of the game where you notice it. But that's it, I think. The clock tower was completely cut out of the remake. Even the actual streets were greatly reduced. The actual streets were greatly reduced, I think. And the scene where you meet Brad, I think, is just nothing more than a cutscene now. The boss fights with Nemesis in the original game cause there were only 3. You can fight him every time you encounter him. You know, and he actually drops stuff as well. He actually drops parts for guns that you can craft. Some really cool stuff. I mean, it's actually really good. The game actually gives you, there's nothing scripted. It gives you a choice to fight him or to not, whenever you want. Fine. 414. When you first encounter when he kills Brad in the original game, you can fight him there. The game gives you a choice. And then you can fight him when he's on the streets. When you encounter Carlos in the diner. That sequence actually does vary quite a bit. Just trying to remember, it's been a while since I played it. I play the game only on hard. I think there was only a norm. I think there was only an. If I remember, there was only a easy difficulty and a hard difficulty. There was no normal difficulty. I might be wrong about that. I'll have to check it again. Yeah, there's no normal. That's right. Yeah. There was only an easy difficulty. I think normal was supposed to be the. Hard difficulty was supposed to be normal. They called it hard. She was teeing up a shot there. Well, I don't want both of them coming to me. Yeah. She tried to give you the Heather, the game was rigged from the start. Yeah. He was teeing up a shot. I mean, I have to admit, the nurses in this game have a superb handgun technique. I do like their handgun technique. It really is good. These nurses are badass. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, these are the only nurses that, as far as I'm aware, yeah, there weren't any firearm wielding nurses in 1. There was none in 2. Hello there, GCM. How you doing? Lovely to see you. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Welcome. Yeah, there was none in 1 and none in 2, and they introduced them in 3. The handgun wielding nurses. I think these are the creepiest. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's good to hear that you're doing well too. Feeling good. How's your Sunday? 9647. They only focus into the boobs, eh? Oh, cleaning day, is it? Yeah, it's what pretty much the same for me. Just get work done around the house, yeah. In between. Uh, just gonna have to check it again. Yeah, 9.6 just to make sure. As I recall, in Silent Hill 1, Harry picks up a really powerful melee weapon in the hospital. And I usually just whack them. I mean, you can pretty much... It's so OP, the hammer, is that you can pretty much kill everything with the hammer. I should have equipped the... Never mind, I think I'm okay. I should... Yeah, in the original game, the hammer is ridiculously OP. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that fire escape hammer. Literally, it's just ridiculously powerful in one. You can just... yeah, I mean, that's a pretty cheesy weapon. It actually has a pink color to it, as I remember as well. It's a pink hammer. Harry was like, giant hammer, don't mind if I... Yeah. It was crazy OP, that hammer was. It could two-hit kill anyone. I mean, and you could use it from a distance as well, and nothing could get near you. I mean, you were just slaughtering everything in your path. Also, the actual kick in the original game is also OP. I mean, it's a one-hit kill. So whenever anything falls to the floor, it's just, they never get up very quickly, so you can just finish them off, I mean, really easily. It's something that they nerfed massively in this game. The nurses would get the nurses. There were doctors in that game. I think that was the only game, I think, if I remember, of the three games that actually had doctors as well. I'm pretty sure that's the only one. Yeah, that's right. There was no doctors after one. So yeah, there were doctors and nurses wandering around in the hospital in one. Yeah, I'll definitely do a playthrough of one again in the coming weeks and all that stuff before the remake comes out. I'm debating on whether that stuff on the walls is rust or skin. I'm guessing it's rust. I had to make a guess. Because if you notice that, if you notice, Heather actually says later on in the hospital when you go down the the happy birthday corridor, if you interact with one of the bodies there on the in that corridor, it says that I'm sure there's something under these rusty red sheets, but I can't bear to look. Oh, there's a dead body under these rusty red sheets. Actually, when I get through that, I'll play that out. In Silent Hill, well, it's all about perception, isn't it? I think that there's something I want to actually say about Silent Hill 2. After I deal with these guys. He's dead. Yeah. I know that Vincent says later on in the game that they look like monsters to you, and obviously that throws everything sort of out on a loop as to what each character is, how they're perceiving the world. But if you actually notice in Silent Hill 2, the scene with Laura and James when they're walking down the corridor, and James says that I can't believe that there's a scratch on you in this place, and she replies, why would there be? Which pretty much indicates in that scene that they are perceiving the world differently. So even early on, I mean, in that game, I mean, the game is basically being perceived by different characters in different ways. Exactly, yes. I mean, he says, why would they be? Why would I be? So she's clearly perceiving what she's not in a different way to how James is seeing the world. People have been complaining about Maria's outfit in the remake. For some reason. Something also I'm going to talk about is something very interesting. I read an article about the producer of the remake. About the making of the game. Once I deal with these guys. Yeah, I just recently read an article, I don't know whether anybody else has read it, but the producer of the remake of Silent Hill 2 said that the original members of the development team at Konami, which they're still there, some of them are, wanted to the remake to be completely different. Which I found a little bit surprising. They didn't just want to redo the original game. And they had to push back and said, no, we have to stick, this is a remake and we have to stick to... So I'm actually quite surprised the original members of the team wanted to do something very different. It's strange. An interesting article what he said there. Possibly, yes. Possibly it might be the fact that I don't. Maybe they don't understand kind of what the point of doing a remake was. That making it exactly like the original game. All right. This is where I got shot last time. Is he dead? Can I target him? Right. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, in the last run, she shot me so fast. It was crazy. Well, Silent Hill 2 is perfect, so I can see where they're coming from. They probably didn't understand probably the point of remaking it. Maybe, you know, maybe that was it. Maybe they felt, well, you know, what's the point of just redoing the original game? So I can understand on one level where they're coming from. Yeah, this has gone much, much better than it did last time. Yeah, that corridor was absolutely lethal last time. That nurse shot me so fast. Crazy. I never had a chance. Got my revenge though. Yeah, people have, as I said, people have kind of complained about how Maria looks in the remake. I've seen some comments about that the developers have gone woke. Konami probably saw that the remakes were doing very well, so they decided to do Silent Hill just for cash grab. The way I see it, it's become, you know, the remakes. A lot of the developers have realized that that there's a lot of money in remakes. You know, Capcom are doing really well with the remakes. I mean, so, and we've got these franchises. We've got MGS, we've got Silent Hill. So it's not just Silent Hill they're remaking. They're making remaking MGS 3. I'm actually surprised they went for MGS 3. I would have thought they would have gone for 1 first. What did they do with Angie? Yeah, I don't know about that. Angela doesn't look right to me. Yeah, Angela doesn't look right to me. Hopefully they will listen, the developers will listen to feedback and actually do something about that. Something interesting I was reading about on the Wikipedia. I'll stick with the original game if the game ends up being crap. Well, that's about the only thing you can do. I mean, hopefully it's not crap. Hopefully it's a good game. Hopefully it's a good remake. I'm not expecting anything spectacular, but hopefully it's a solid remake. What we can expect. Right, this corridor. Happy birthday corridor. Sir? What am I doing for ammo? Fine with ammo. Yeah, that nurse is coming down the corridor. This corridor is so. It doesn't matter how many times I play it. It's a nerve-wracking experience playing through this. She's the only one who's scripted in this corridor. The Slurpers are free roam. I have 3 ways to play Silent Hill 2. I'll be fine with PS2, Xbox, and what else? PC. You're well, seems as though you're well covered there. Yeah, I still have the PS2 discs, all of them. But I don't have a functioning PS2 anymore. Well, that corridor has gone far better than I could ever have hoped for. Wow. That just leaves Leonard. You got Silent Hill for $770. That's a lot, wow. That's a lot. Kind of makes me think how much I've got about 2 copies of it on the PlayStation. How much they would be worth. I probably could sell one, but... Yeah, the old games are worth a pretty penny nowadays. I mean, Konami have lost the code to the older games, so I'm not sure we'll ever see them re-released, which is sad. He's going to be dead in under 60 seconds. Yeah, he's dead in less than 60 seconds. I didn't even last 60 seconds there. You can stun lock, yeah. Leonard, you can stun lock him to death, yeah. I mean, you can actually stun lock a couple of these guys. A missionary there. You can stun lock. If you get them right, you can stun lock them. And Leonard as well. As well as Alessa.
Leonard's not here anymore.
Well, that's because you stun locked them to
Guess I
death,
should
Heather.
head back to the motel now.
He never had a chance against you.
I hope Douglas is okay. Huh?
Oh, mind you, this hospital has gone unbelievably well.
What's this?
Crazy. Heather is an absolute beast at the moment. He's an unstoppable juggernaut of destruction. I don't need to equip the shotgun.
Why did you send her to my father?
Was that wrong?
It's your fault that he...
Oh, but surely it's...
Sorry, I think I might have
nothing.
missed somebody's...
It means he was one of God's beloved, no?
Those who mock God will never receive salvation. You'll go to hell, Vincent.
I actually really
You'll
like this
never feel the
cutscene.
joy of God's everlasting paradise.
It tells you a lot about
You think
Claudia's
God is going to save you? Ha!
mindset.
What do you know anyway?
I know about the pleasures of this world. And I want to find my happiness while I'm still here. You hated your father, didn't you? I saw the way he hit you, and kicked you, and made you cry. The memory of his cruelty is forever burned into my mind.
Yes, yes, and that's why we need God.
What you call faith is nothing more than a child crying out for love. That's why you're all alone.
You don't understand. None of you do.
She's too far gone. Right, gee, wait a moment to use let's have a look. Let's sprint past everything here. Let's Usain Bolt this. Sorry, some of the messages don't seem to be appearing on the... I've got to get through this first anyway. I've got to focus on getting through these dangerous streets. Harry didn't even get one line. Ugh. It's disappointing. I think the game was rushed. I think the development team should have been given more time. I think that they had to do a lot in a very short span. It's remarkable what they actually accomplished in the time they were given. It really is. Yeah, I really feel that there's probably something that
Where's
the
Douglas?
developers of the
out.
original probably
But
regret.
he left a message for
Maybe it can be rectified if they remake it.
Was there someone else here just now?
No, just me. Don't you want to know what the message is?
Having said that, I do think that Heather's
What did he say?
reaction to his death is
Church is on the other side
very
of the
well
lake.
done. And particular praise to the actress Heather Morris, who played Heather in the game. Was fantastic.
meant
She
by
did a
that?
fantastic job with the voice acting.
You don't understand? That's where Claudia is. Across the lake. On the north side. If you're going, you better go through the amusement park. It's probably the only way in now. Go northwest on Nathan Avenue. It's a bit far, but closer than heaven.
Is that it for the message?
Uh-huh.
Silent Hill 2 Director's Cut on the PC is the only foreign game I have.
Douglas really said that?
Foreign game? What do you mean by foreign game?
You don't trust me?
I hope that cutscene doesn't eat into my stamina. Doesn't matter, it's okay if it did. Oh, she's still... no, the stamina isn't affected. She's still sprinting. Well, the draw distance is... you got to be wary of the draw distance here. Stuff can just literally appear out of... right in front of you. Like I'm from the US and I got it from the UK. Oh, okay, you have to import it. I see what you mean. You imported it. They put Robbie the Rabbit, I've heard, in Dead by Daylight as well. Can I get past? Are you still body blocking me? James is like a world-class sprinter when he runs. He really goes for it. His animation is quite a bit different. But then, that would be, wouldn't he? He's a man and Heather is a lady. There's something interesting I was reading on the Wikipedia was about the game Silent Hill 3 and the character design. The original character design of Heather's was a man, and he wanted her to wear jeans. But apparently the female developers on the team wanted her to show her legs because they felt it was more feminine. How old is he in Silent Hill 2? Isn't he in his 20s, late 20s or something? I don't know. That is a true story. That's quite... I'm actually glad they actually went... I'm glad that the lady's opinion prevailed. Because their contribution to this game, I think, was fantastic. I'll have to look at the. I'll have to look at the. Read through the wiki on that. James. Ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I hired you to find the girl, and you performed serviceably.
You think
What is it now?
they turned Douglas into a woman?
Lied to me about Heather, lady.
So it would be a female private detective now?
Like being used.
Lie? What lie?
That Heather was kidnapped from
Wouldn't be right at all. That would this wouldn't fit.
She was originally one of us.
This wouldn't be right.
That man,
Douglas's character is kind of
Mason,
unique.
Stole her away and kept her hidden from us.
you. Yeah?
The voice actor who plays Douglas actually was suffering from a terminal illness at the time as well.
Deceived, because her true
I think he
self
passed away not long
wanted
after the game was released,
She
sadly.
carries God within her.
It actually shows, it comes out in his voice.
Mother of God truly awakens.
Blaustein did the voice actor's director
She will
of these
usher
games
you
did a really great job, I thought. I really
paradise.
think that he really did not just for these games, this particular game, but I think pretty much all the games,
Place with no
as well as the
pain,
MGS games as well.
no hunger, no sickness, no old age.
Yes, I think this is the park from Silent Hill 1, yes. Lakeside Amusement.
All will live by God's grace alone.
It is, yeah.
No this, no that, no nothing. A paradise for castrated sheep, maybe.
The hospital was changed. The hospital in Silent Hill 1 is Alchemelia, I think, hospital. And in this,
Understand.
it's Brookhaven.
You're going to kill me? Is it really so easy for you?
I've done it before.
Then I truly do pity you.
It can be tricky to find the timeline, can't it? I mean, the general consensus seems to be that this takes place just slightly after Silent Hill, the events of Silent Hill 2. No this, no that. Paradise for castrated sheep.
Welcome to the Borley Haunted Mansion. We're so glad you came. Please come inside and look around. When you feel you're ready, then go through the door. Help! Help! Do you hear those voices? A family of 4 was sliced into bloody pieces in this room. Ah, the cries of the children. The murderer was caught. Do you know why he said he killed his family? Because I felt I had to! Anyway, I'm lying. It's all just a joke. I wanted to scare you, that's all. The truth is, only one person died. By suicide.
That's Danny.
That's Danny. A quiet young man, but quite friendly as you can see. He was so eager to meet you. But he came here after first losing his way. Oh, maybe you might
Yeah,
know.
that's Danny.
Where is the path to heaven? This mansion is quite old, so please watch your step. Sometimes the floor. I'm so sorry. This place is just falling apart. The mechanism is broken, you see. It wasn't supposed to stop there, I assure you. There's the exit. I hope you enjoyed your tour. Please come back anytime. Or if you'd prefer, we could come and visit you instead.
Okay.
That was supposed to be the exit, but it seems that no one wants you to leave. Everyone really likes you. They want you to stay with them forever.
Okay, that's a good first half. 2, 3. Perfect. You keep forgetting your birthdays in 11 days. Still gotta get past these guys. Another Robbie the rabbit. Kathy the kitty. And Huey the horse. Cinderella's shoe. I'm really coming towards the end now. Yeah, this is the penultimate section. The amusement park is the penultimate section of the game, and the church is the final section of the game. So it's probably about another, let me say, 20 minutes or what. And probably watch the cutscenes as well, maybe a bit longer than that. So, yeah, I hope too, but we'll see, we'll see. Heather comes out with the silliest line in Silent Hill history.
Late.
Are you hurt?
I can't move my right leg. I think it's broken.
I'll call an ambulance.
Oh, silly. That line is silly.
Don't worry. I'm used to it.
You... You old fool! Getting yourself hurt like that?
Sorry.
Yeah, I
Why
hope
did
so,
you
but
do that
we'll
for
see.
me?
It's there's still a ways to go yet.
What'll I do if you die?
There's still a ways to go. It's been pretty good though so far.
Do if this god thing gets born.
Come on. How powerful could a god from a dump like this be? I'm sure it'll be no big deal.
Yeah, but anyway, something's gonna happen.
Who knows?
Yamaoka he just doesn't know how to make a bad tune, does he? I mean, this music is beautiful.
So I got a mercy axe. I don't want to see any more of him. That's a pretty good reason to risk my life, don't you think? Plus, I'm just an old fool, right?
You think you're Superman or something?
You know, I always wanted to be him. Besides,
Yeah.
I want to help you out.
You don't have to feel responsible. I know it's not your fault.
You remind me of my son.
You said nobody was going to cry for you.
Dead people don't cry. Stupid kid got himself shot robbing a bank.
But why?
Maybe because his pop was a penniless good-for-nothing. Who knows? Anyway, now I guess I'll never find out. Sorry. I shouldn't have said you reminded me of a guy like you.
Well, maybe if you had compared me to your daughter. Listen, I'll take care of the rest. You stay here and I'll be back when it's over.
You'll be okay by yourself.
Hey, no problem. Besides, my dad's not around anymore, so only I can do this.
"17. He's 17 according to the wiki.
What are you doing?
Maybe killing you here is the only way to end this nightmare.
Yeah, you might be right.
Hey. Snow White on the left. Cinderella on the right. Okay. Please be good. Just missed him. Pretty close, huh? Anyway, a lesser. Need the katana equipped. Start chopping some horses. It looks really bad. Yeah. Did you just notice that? He was casually just walking there. Yeah, like an ang. Yeah, that's actually a good observation. That, yeah. He was just checking. Yeah, the dogs are. The dogs are his workers. And he's just strutting around, acting like the boss. Katana in Silent Hill 1 felt OP. The hammer, the fire hammer is OP. You need the katana in Silent Hill 1? The hammer that you find in the hospital, you don't really need anything after that. That's it. Harry was like guns. Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, he was just. Once you get that hammer, I mean, he's just. Yeah. Nothing stands a chance there against that hammer. Alessa. Alright, gonna take my time here and get a good camera angle. Where is she? It's just over there. Camera. He's got the pipe now. Where is she? Yeah, always pay attention to the camera here. That's good. One to go. Where are you? There she is. Wait for her to get up. Perfect. Perfect. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you for the support there. Thank you for the wonderful folks for your support. I have actually got much further without taking a hit here. I had got all the way to the last pendulum corridor. And that's where I, on my first run, took my first hit, so yeah. But this is pretty good so far.
How did you get here? It was Vincent, wasn't it? He led you here. When will he cease his meddling? But it's just as
Yeah,
well.
the church, this is the final section of the game now.
Here also serves my
And,
purposes.
well, you know, it can be a little bit unpredictable, this.
Not yet. The time is not yet at hand. The time when all will be forgiven their sins. When the paradise
Yeah,
we have
we'll
long
see, we'll see.
dreamed for will arrive.
As I said, I mean, my first run I did get
Judgment
up to the last pendulum corridor, so
eternity of bliss. Oh, Alessa, the world you wanted is nearly here.
That's not what I want.
Not you. Alessa, your true self.
But I am Alessa.
isn't the church just a boss fight?
Claudia, my
You fight the boss at the end of the
dear
church, but
sister.
no, it's not a boss fight. There's quite a lot in the church, actually. You have to find all the tarot cards. There's information about the story of the game, the
I
lore,
don't need another world.
about the
It's
cult,
fine the way
its
it
beliefs.
But you said it yourself. The world must first be cleansed with fire.
is. But that's not what I want now.
And there are a lot of monsters.
Alessa, don't you want happiness? Have you become blind to all the hopeless suffering in the world?
You should play it again.
We all need God's salvation.
Listen, suffering is a fact of life.
Just how beautiful, I mean, the amount of detail the developers lavished on this.
Under. You can stay in your own little dream world, but you can't keep hurting other people. Besides, I'll never forgive you for hurting my father.
I wish only for the salvation of mankind. But for that to happen, the world must first be remade. And for that, we need God.
You self-righteous witch! No one asked you to help!
Yeah, she's Claudia is still barefoot.
You despise me, don't you?
You're damned right I do!
That's good.
Yeah, this church is they lavished a lot of detail on. Beautifully done. Okay, first we go through here. That's this guy. Excuse me, sir. And just wait. You'll notice Valtiel crawling around there. They do look different, yes, they do. Yes, that's absolutely right, they do. How much ammo have I got? Oh, I've got plenty. Last one. They look like monsters to you?
Hiya, Heather.
You show up everywhere, don't you?
You make me sound like some kind of unwanted pest.
Well, who are you anyway?
Haven't you realized that yet?
Yeah, you're on Claudia's side.
I told you not to put me in the same category as that mad woman.
Well, you're pretty loony yourself.
Vincent is an unwanted pest.
It's true. We believe in the same God. But I'm quite sane.
His character kind of evolves, particularly as you see
So why did
towards
you
the
help
end
me
of the
out?
game.
Was that also part of trying to resurrect God?
It's not uncommon for people to worship the same God and still disagree.
God? Are you sure you don't mean devil?
Whichever you like. The point is that now I really am on your side. I don't want God to be born. Wouldn't be convenient. Much too unpredictable.
So you've been using me to stop Claudia, is that it? Do your own dirty work.
My dirty work? I think we both had our own interests in mind. You hate her too, don't you? You're the only one who can get it done. I don't have powers like you two. Besides, I always hated getting all hot, sweaty.
Oh,
She had to deal with a lot, yeah, that's
I'm
right.
just looking out for
You had to
myself.
deal with a lot.
Everyone does it.
Yeah, she kind of becomes,
Don't stand there looking so smug.
she kind of becomes desensitized to
You're
it.
the worst person in this room. You come here and enjoy spilling their blood. And listening to them cry out. You feel excited when you step on them and snuff out their lives.
are you talking about the monsters?
Monsters? They look like monsters to you?
Yeah, they look like monsters to you?
Don't worry. It's just a joke.
I think he's
By
talking
the way,
directly to the players,
I
yeah.
forgot to ask you.
I
Did
think
you
he's
get the
talking to
seal
the
of Metatron?
directly to
What's
people who are playing the game.
You don't have it? Leonard was carrying it.
Partly, anyway. Feel.
You mean this thing?
Yes, that's it. As long as we have that, we're fine. Here, take this.
The seal of Metatron, yeah. It was dropped by Leonard. Gotta be really careful. You can fall off the edges there really easily. And the monsters can knock you off the edges as well. Or they look like monsters anyway. Getting knocked off the edge is not, it's not fun, no. Can very easily happen. Alright, the first pendulum corridor here. I want that's no good. Where are they? Yeah, I mean this is yeah, he's coming now. Hold on. Over here. Alright. At least he's in camera shot. I'm not quite sure how that's going to go on the way back. Don't really need this equipped at the moment. Yeah, they're going to start to multiply now as you get closer to the end of the game. There's going to be more of them in this room. Not sure how that pendulum corridor is going to go quite. Right. So I need just this card and one more. Information about the substance in Heather's pendant. Now I need to get through this corridor. Please be good. That's fine. Okay, there's just one more room I need to... yeah, the room with the slurpers and the missionary clones. The first part shouldn't be too difficult. Pretty easy. The way back can be a little bit tricky. Oh my god, he is pumped. Yeah, he is pumped. That big boy is pumped. Okay, that's the last card. You take a wider... Right, big boy. Big boy was waiting there for me. Just need to get through this pendulum corridor. Yes, it is. They recreated the schoolroom from Silent Hill 1, yeah. That is it, yeah. This is looking pretty good. So there's just the god to kill, that's it. And the run is complete. Just a second. Okay, sorry about that. Thank you very much for the luck. Thank you for the support. The High Priestess goes into the top left-hand corner. The Moon goes into the middle right. The Eye of the Knight goes into the middle, top middle. The Hanged Man goes into the bottom left-hand side. And the Fool goes in the center. I have never made it this far without taking a hit. So I'm just going to check that's fully reloaded, and we'll watch this cutscene.
What do I want? Well, for the two of you to die, that would be nice.
It's similar, isn't it? It has similarities.
When did you stop believing in God? God lives. Just look around you.
But I do believe in her. In my own way. I fear her, and I adore her. But I haven't lost my mind like you. You think that this
We're going to
is the
find out.
work of God? Isn't this all nothing more than your own personal nightmare? Just like Alessa 17 years ago? If this really is the work of God, then I'd say she has lousy taste.
You mock God? Traitor. You will go to hell.
Not that again! Who do you think you are, claiming to know God's will?
Go home, Vincent.
Home. This church is my home. I built it with my power. The power of money that you view with such scorn. Although I admit that this atrocious scenery is all yours.
If you continue to get in my way,
Did you kill me? Well. Well. The guest of honor has arrived. Let's get this party started. Heather, go ahead and kill this crazy bitch. This demon who claims to speak for God. The time has come. You can kill her now.
you'll go to hell!
What did you do?
Nothing important.
You're not going to run? I guess this is the end.
No, the beginning. As Vincent said, the time has come. Alessa, I'm saddened that you didn't agree to this on your own. But I thank you for nurturing God with all the hate in your heart. It's time for mankind to be released from the shackles of sin which bind them.
But a god born from hatred can never create a perfect paradise.
Happy people can be so cruel. Is it so hard to believe that sympathy could be born out of pain and suffering? Why do you reject God's mercy? Why do you cling to this corrupt world? You know that only God can save us.
And save you too? Happy ending? I'd rather go to hell.
No, I don't expect to be saved. And that's fine. Alessa, my dearest. For the pain that I've caused you, I deserve no mercy. Even if it was to save mankind. It was too deep a sin. It was hubris for me to try to hasten the day of her arrival. Sacrifices were made. And those are my sins.
If you feel so guilty about it, why don't you go to hell? Heather, use the seal.
Vincent? The seal of Metatron?
Now your stupid dream is over.
Oh, that's just a piece of junk. What do you think you can do with that? Do you really think it can kill God? I'm sorry to see you fell for my father's foolishness.
What?
You're pathetic. But God loves even you. Now, Alessa, there's nowhere else to run. Just accept it, Alessa. The pain will disappear. I've been waiting so long for this. Even as a child, I knew I would see the coming of this day. I knew I would be a witness to it. Judgment Day. Alessa?
Shut your stinking mouth, bitch!
Okay. Dad gave me this pendant on my birthday. It's one of my most treasured belongings. Yeah, this next scene is quite something.
Looks like God didn't make it.
Stop! God is.
Claudia!
Oh god. Oh no.
Lessa, you cannot kill God. I will. I will burn God. If you can't do it, Alessa, I will.
Claudia! Claudia!
Okay, the final conflict. Yes, I think it was, yes. And you'll see him here again. Yes, there he is. There he is.
Can't be dead. I was gonna kill you. This is God?
Right. Just going to be conservative and take no risks. One. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. Okay. One. Two. Three. Four. Five. One. Two. Yes! Yes! Thank you for the GGs. Yes! I finally completed this run. Yeah, that's
Is that the end?
that's very special, that.
I guess it's time to roll the credits.
So the God run, or I should say more accurately, the Goddess run is complete. Such an emotional, yeah, it is an emotional moment. It's very special, this. To have finally done this, no hit, no damage. I think I might be the only person that has ever live streamed this run on this difficulty. Ever. There is only one video of a no damage run of this game on YouTube that was done by Carcinogen SDA, which has 500,000 views. But that run was not live streamed. That was a segmented run. So it was split up into different segments. Bit by bit he completed it. This is the only one that has been done that I know of in one complete segment from start to finish. So this is very special, this. I felt really good about this run. I really did. It felt good. It felt that it was going to be the run. Funny.
Yet. You're still alive.
What
Just a joke.
Oh, and the actual the game world returns to normal now. It's not in the nightmare.
Sorry.
It's one of the few times we see the game world sort of return to normal.
You don't have to call me that. I'm not hiding anymore.
You want me to use your real name? What was it again?
Cheryl. The name my father gave me.
You gonna let your hair color go back too?
I don't know. Don't you think blondes have more fun?
So yeah, I finally did it. I finally did this. The Goddess run is complete. See the results. We'll just skip to the results screen. So that you can see that the run is complete. Extreme 10. Clear time 1 minute 39. 21 seconds. Split worm. All bosses defeated. Gold starred. Saving continues 0. But this is the number. This is the number. 0. The goddess run has been complete. What now? Yeah, what now indeed, yeah. I finally did it. Thank you very much for your support. You wonderful folks for your support, for being here. This is very, very special. This probably the only run live streamed on this difficulty, completed with 0 damage in existence. I'm going to take a screenshot of a few screenshots of this afterwards. The video will be there on my channel for the next few weeks before it's done. I will download it and it will be uploaded to my YouTube straight away. But the goddess run is complete. And yeah, that feels very, very good. I had a lot of fun. A lot of fun doing this. I will continue to keep running this game regularly, doing various runs, and think of even crazier runs to do with this game, because there's a lot you can do. If you think that that this game can't be taken to any further, well, you might be wrong. But for now, it's done. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you all you wonderful folks for your support. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and Sunday. And I'll see you guys next time. GZM, I'm Lewis. Thank you very much. Noble Comet, thank you for your wonderful guys for your support. The goddess run is complete. Goodbye.